Certainly, I was really moved by the rough footage I'd seen at the time, and this is a story that Angie and I had been discussing at the time. After all the hard work that goes into a film and coming here and getting to present it, that there's a real positive side to it, and I think that's true. And especially dealing with this film where everyone involved, of course, felt great responsibility. To me, it's just understanding each other's cultures and understanding each other's stories, and seeing each other for our similarities and helping out when we can, because we certainly we may have been created equal, but we're not born equal. I look at my kids and realize that they will inherit this world, and I know this is true for Marianne as well, and we want to do everything we can to throw our weight in and make it a little bit better. No, Jen and I, everything's on the table with us. We discuss everything. She asked if I was in the doghouse.
So you want me to say Greek women are better than all other women?
I'm thrilled to be here to promote a film that I'm proud of, and and to see people that I love. So it's great. A little bit, yeah. And it's great. It's about the work. I mean, we made this film together, and it's a great film. So yeah, it's good that the focus will be on that. I don't know. People always ask that question, and it's weird. I think I think there isn't one specific person. I think men and women can all be kind of great lovers. I don't know. But the whole thing about him was that he, loved and worshipped women. So it wasn't like he was a player necessarily. knows? If I knew that, I'd be a very rich woman. And you'd be a very rich man. I don't know what the key to a woman's heart is. I don't know, just, happiness, sense of humour, living life, loving life. I just wish I had the answers. I think for some reason, being in a film host, everybody thinks you're an expert on love, and I'm hopeless, but I just, little things, nothing too ostentatious or over the top, just like, a nice dinner or breakfast in bed or, hotel. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it's the challenge of wanting what you can't have or wanting to be the one to tame them, I don't know. I appreciate that what I do is going to attract attention and that, to a certain degree you need it when you're promoting a film, but just the lengths that they will go to find stuff out to destroy, and it's really not cool. Because I grew up with George, I've known her since I was about 16, and she's an old friend, and I just think her and Kerry are just fantastic designers. They make great clothes that are youthful and classic and elegant and great to wear, and so I'm just a huge fan of theirs. Yes, definitely. I can't think of anyone I would rather work with again. I mean, he's a fantastic actor to work with. And it's like working with your best friend, it's, you heaven, so yes.
Not at all. I mean, because the part of Harry changes so much from film to film, it's almost like playing a different character each time you come back to it.
I don't want people to think that I'm sort of in any way ashamed of Harry Potter, because I love them and it's great and it's fun and they're really good movies. But it was just a fantastic opportunity, and the nature of the play is such that it's a much more adult role in some ways, and certainly a lot more requires sort of a real discipline.
In a way, me and Katie, when we started it, we were both a little bit nervous, but after the first couple of takes, it was sort of like any other scene, really, which is never really what people want to hear, but it sort of does, it doesn't really feel any different, because you are just, you are still acting.
A long time ago, I read the first 2 books, and I have since then completely forgotten everything about it.
The thing is, it's probably stranger for everybody else than for me, because I don't see myself as having grown up on screen. I simply see myself as having grown up.
Thank you all very, very much for coming. This is truly amazing to join people like John Wayne, and just looking around at some of the other names here is remarkable. And so, thank you for letting us do this, everybody. Thank you very much indeed.
I'm in that sort of stage of being sort of in between being just a kid, teenager, and being an adult. So I am sort of I'm looking forward to being 18, but I don't know what will particularly change. I don't think I'm going to suddenly mature. watched Garden State quite recently and fell in love with Natalie Portman. So it would maybe be Natalie Portman or Scarlett Johansson or someone like that. I mean, not that I'm, you know, I mean, you said let your fantasies run wild, so that's what I've done.
They're so sort of amazing. Apparently they've been here since like 4 o'clock in the morning, and to me that's insane because I was never going to get there that early.
Yeah, absolutely. We get hundreds and thousands of letters from Japan. I mean, we get from all over the world. We get a huge amount of fan mail and support. But I'd say that probably around half of everything we get is from Japan.
But no, it's interesting. I saw a girl with a sort of, she'd photoshopped me and her in our wedding outfits together, and it said "Marry me, Dan," and it was, you know, it was very sweet, but I think a bit premature possibly.
What's so great about this movie is that it is a political thriller. It's a very exciting, global, hopping political thriller, like a movie like The Bourne Identity. But at the same time, it's a love story. And it's a very raw, passionate, original love story because it's about two people who are complete opposite. I think it's, I think this movie is more of an experience than a movie. I think it's like a magic carpet ride, and it's the most ultimately romantic movie. I think it's a date movie. I think couples should go see it, and anyone who knows what love is, or who's felt love, who's loved another person will understand it, and it will touch them deeply. I worked with a magician here in Los Angeles because I'm playing a pickpocket in the movie, and I couldn't obviously find a real pickpocket to teach me because they won't come out the woodwork for me. So he taught me the basic rudiments of picking pockets. Actually, Darren was shouting to me, "Take his trousers off." So. Ultimate classic French house, but I think that with Galliano at the helm, it has this kind of like funkiness as well, so it's a great kind of cocktail of old and new. I had to find a dress that would grow with me because I'm 5 months pregnant, so I'm growing all the time. So that was the main challenge. Apart from that, just getting your hair and makeup done is very, very unchallenging. I'm not aware of Hollywood frowning on directors and actresses. I can't think of a precedent of them frowning on a director directing an actress. I think, no, why not? I don't think we'd be frowned on. Of the film, I got to see Darren, the director, as a director, and I never met the director before. I think the person that you are at work is a very different person that you are in the kitchen in the morning making eggs before you go to work. Rafe is the most incredible acting partner. We were both very passionate and very committed to telling the story and to working with Fernando. No plans for marriage right now.
Well, it's hard because it's so good, you know, that you're just watching it. You're like in the front row, getting to watch Anthony Hopkins, and I was like, you know, like this the whole time. And then I had to remind myself always that I had a part to play and a job to do. And, you know, I had to pretend like I wasn't enjoying him a lot because in the movie I don't like him, but I like him so much, so that sucked up all my acting energy.
It's one of my first films, so definitely, yeah, and people are going to see it, so that's new for me too. I've done a couple of films which no one will see, so.
I guess one of the things I felt like was important for him was the fact that he was a furniture maker and that he, you know, made things. So I apprenticed with Walter Smith, who's a furniture maker, a cabinet maker in Charleston, South Carolina. So I made furniture with him for about 2 months.
I'm really, you know, it's a total surprise. You know, never could have expected any of it, and I'm still not sure what to think about it. You know, we'll see what it's like to be there and all that. But I mean, I'm a huge fan of those actors, and just to be mentioned with them and in any way, you know, is an honor. And I'll be proud to sit there and have all our pictures come up on the screen. You know? Yeah, he didn't tell me he loved The Notebook. He wasn't like, I love The Notebook.
Not like me, huh?
Say quite like that. No, I don't even, you know, look, it was Anthony's like he's the greatest, you know, and I'm sorry, he's a master at what he does, you know, and so for me to get to spend time with a master and watch how they work, you know, it was a huge opportunity, and I was thrilled.
We've been fortunate enough to work together a couple times, and I got to be the one who liked him, he liked me, and that's really fun. And this, I have to say, is off the charts. Like, this to me is so much more fun. And I'm not saying we're working out any kind of weird, it just makes me laugh.
You told me, because I haven't seen it yet, you told me you think Heath Ledger is
Oh yeah, Heath Ledger.
We're lucky. It's really nice to work with somebody you know and love so well. You can kind of have a shorthand, just give each other a little nudge or a wink, and not have to go through that whole getting to know you process. No, you know what? That scene, I had such a hard time keeping a straight face because he made me laugh. He was going out of his way to try to make me laugh in that scene, and we just had a lot of fun.
Feels good as hell. No, just playing. No, it's cool. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy that everybody is, you know, excited about the movie, and the cast is incredible. You know, and Bill Condon's a really gifted filmmaker. It's really great to be involved in something that everybody, you know, is so excited about.
It's usually when you work with actors, you know, you do your thing, and when you go to your trailer, you know, you do a scene. You know, very rarely do you do a scene and and the person you're working with throws his arm around you and says, I love you, Eddie Murphy.
I feel like a big brother. I felt like an old uncle.
I was at Sundance, and at Sundance they have like parties and stuff, and it got kind of sleepy. Around 4 o'clock I fell asleep, and I woke up at 7:30, and I was like, oh, I guess I didn't win any, no phone ring or anything. Let me check with Charisse. I was like, so who won? Who got nominated? She was like, you got nominated. I was like, oh, I did? Then I was kind of like this for a minute. Then I tried to lay back down, and I couldn't sleep. So I kind of got up, just walking around like this for about an hour.
It's not so much that I made a transition in as much as it's just trying to show versatility. That yes, I could be the dad, and I could come in the room and shoot the cop dude, the bad dude, and I could be the donkey. Oh, I can't do that. I have to be humble and gracious. I can't be and it's about time, and I should have got it, but I can't do any of that. I'm just happy that they nominated me, and they like Dreamgirls, and this is all wonderful.
Oh, you get chills when you hear it. It's really powerful stuff.